I really like the Winston Churchill, the very famous Winston Churchill quote, that Russia is a riddle wrapped in a mystery set in an enigma. There's a lot of truth to this, though on the other hand, I think Russia is very accessible. And what I'd like to do in 4 weeks, 4 meetings, is to try to help make this country more accessible to everyone in the seminar. This is not to say that there aren't dilemmas in dealing with Russia, but the truth of the matter is there's a lot that we can engage. But we're living in a tough time right now with this topic because we're clearly in a political, ideological struggle with Russia. I think there's an awful lot of hyping of matters Russian. I think there's a lot of cherry picking and cartoon character stereotyping of Russia. And I'd kind of like to cut through all of that and deal with Russia as it is. This is an ancient people, a country of 1,000 years. They have a very full history. It's a complicated history. There have been positive moments in Russian-American relations, and there have been more complicated moments in Russian-American relations, and I'd like to think a bit about them. Now, this is not a history course. I want to deal with contemporary issues because there's a lot on the plate. I'd like to talk a bit about domestic Russian politics, talk a bit about the changing economy, society, and I will deal with Russia and the international arena, including Russia's relations with the United States. Let me just share, maybe tease you a little bit with 2 facts that are not known, I think generally here when we are so focused on election meddling and international issues. One is that since 2000, since the year that Vladimir Putin became leader of Russia, the average life expectancy of Russian men has risen 14 years, from an age of 57 to 71. We have to think about what's going on that something like that has occurred in such a limited time period, in the span of really only 1 generation. And second, as the leading international body studying military spending has indicated, Russian military spending during this Putin presidency, 2018 to 2024, is going to be reduced 20%. Now, what's going on here that we don't know these things? They're interesting. They say a lot about a Russia which is sometimes not so accessible to us. So I want to fill in some of the voids. I want to think about the opportunities and the challenges that inhere in Russia. So I hope you'll join this class. I thank you for listening to this and watching this video. I hope I'll see you this coming October because we're going to have some fun.